Nearly 70% of Americans believe that the news media is intentionally biased. Most people believe that the American government is corrupt and cannot be trusted. With that being said, most people are hesitant to believe anything being reported by the American press, according to SCARY 2015. Research suggests that the news media has great influence on society by providing biased information and opinions and promoting violence. My two main points that I will be discussing today are: main point number 1, the news media is able to manipulate the American people by twisting and exaggerating news stories into biased opinions. Main point number 2, the news media is constantly putting importance on violence that is happening throughout the country. By previewing such dramatic events, it promotes violence and unacceptable behavior. Main point number 1, the news media is able to manipulate the American people by twisting and exaggerating news stories into biased opinions. The news media dramatizes stories in order to manipulate the American population into believing that a situation is worse than it actually is. The news twists stories in order to promote and persuade the American people into thinking the same way as they do, according to Vanderwicken 2016. It has also been said that the news media is racially biased. Most people believe that the news media is to blame for the racial divide throughout our country, according to Carroll 2015. Most news medias have been accused of promoting a particular candidate during presidential elections. The news media is considered to be biased by showing favoritism to a certain person or political party. It has also been said that the news media does affect voting. The news media does play a role in political outcomes, according to Pickler 2016. As you can see from my visual aid, it has been shown that some news medias do favor a certain political party, according to Mitchell, Gottfried, Kiley, and Matza 2014 from the Pew Research Center. Main point number 2, the news media is constantly putting importance on violence that is happening throughout the country. By previewing such dramatic events, it promotes violence and unacceptable behavior. The news media often shows violent outbreaks throughout the country. This eventually causes people to mimic these violent behaviors. According to Pazos, Cambam, and Bender 2013. Young adults and children are deemed at risk from being exposed to such violent behaviors and crimes, according to Barrison 2016. Showing such violence could teach children and people to become more violent and even more aggressive, according to Box 2014. Research suggests that news media has great influence on society by providing biased information and opinions and promoting violence. The news media has great influence on the beliefs and opinions of the American people. The news media is considered to be encouraging violence by continuously showing these dramatic and violent outbreaks. The American people have the right and the freedom to believe whatever they perceive as right. It is time for America to exercise these rights and demand that we are heard. By doing so, it will show how great America truly is. It is time for the American people to make America the best nation in the world once again. Hopefully, the American people can come together and unite as a family and a nation to help put America back on top.